Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Everyday Finances with Jay. My name is Jay. Today we're going to cover traditional and Roth, 401k, and IRA. What are the similarities, differences, and which one is right for you? First, I want to address what a 401k and an IRA is. A 401k and an IRA are both retirement accounts. The 401k is a retirement plan with your employer. And an IRA, which stands for Individual Retirement Account, as the name suggests, is your own. So regardless of if you're employed or not, you can have an IRA. There are contribution limits that you can put towards both of those accounts. For the 401k in 2020, it's going to be $19,500, and for the IRA, it's going to be $6,000. That limit gets reset for 401k. The contribution timeline is from January to December. And for the IRA, it's going to be until April 15th of the following year, next year, for this year. Let's say for 2019, you have until April 15th of 2020 to contribute to your IRA in order to count towards your 2019 tax return. And we're going to cover later why an IRA or a 401k is related to your tax return. Why would you want to contribute money towards a retirement account such as 401k or IRA? One of the biggest reasons to do that is because the profit that you earn on your money in those accounts are not taxed, or at least not taxed until when you withdraw the money. And that is different from other savings methods such as a savings account, certificate of deposit, money market, and so on, because profits from those accounts gets taxed annually. It's like this. Imagine this scenario with me. You and a friend are rolling down a snowball down an infinitely long hill, and the hill is towards retirement. Both you and your friend are continuously adding snow to your snowball, but the only difference is that your friend's snowball, a little bit of the snow is taken away, and that is referred to as taxes. And over a period of 20 years, whose snowball will be bigger? And the answer is, of course, yours, because no small portion of it is being taken away. And that is the same thing with retirement accounts. After a 20-year period, without paying taxes on your profits, it's going to continuously to grow into a big sum. There are two ways you can contribute to your 401k and an IRA. It's referred to as traditional or Roth money. There are benefits and pros and cons to both of them, and we're going to focus on what each of them is, and then at the end of the video, we're going to discuss how to choose which one is better for you. A traditional 401k or IRA is contributing money from your paycheck before any taxes have been deducted. I'm going to go through an example with you. You can use this example for your own personal situation. Let's say you get paid every 2 weeks and your paycheck is $1,500. That means your annual salary is $39,000. That will put you in the 12% federal tax bracket. And the state taxes vary state by state. For our calculation, I'm going to assume 5%. And that will put you at a 17% tax rate. And 17% of $1,500 is about $255. Here's where the beauty of a traditional 401k or an IRA comes in, because it can lower the amount of taxes that you have to pay, because it lowers the amount of your paycheck that is calculated towards taxes. Let's say you contribute $300 per paycheck to a traditional 401k. That is going to lower your paycheck from $1,500 down to $1,200, and 17% of $1,200 is only $204. It is a $51 savings in taxes, which is equivalent to over $1,300 in tax savings per year. This is where the fun is, because from saving, you can lower the taxes that you have to pay. And every year you are able to contribute $19,500 of your paycheck to a traditional 401k, which means you can save between $2,340 to $4,290. Calculations are based off making less than $84,200 a year. If you make more than that, you can go on Google and type in the federal tax bracket and calculate how much you can save if you contribute up towards the limit of a traditional 401k. The final details of a traditional 401k and IRA is that you can withdraw money from this account at 59.5 without paying a 10% penalty, which means if you withdraw before that age, you have to pay 10% in penalty fees. There are exclusions to this rule for such as first-time home buyers, major medical expenses, student loans, higher education, and so on. The amount of money you withdraw from a 401k is going to be the amount that is taxed. Let's say you withdraw $30,000, that means you have to pay federal taxes and state taxes on that $30,000. When you're 70 and a half, there is a thing called R&D that you have to consider. Now let's talk about a Roth 401k or an IRA. It is to contribute money after taxes have been paid on it to a retirement account. You might ask yourself, why would I choose this one instead of a traditional if I'm putting away money that's already been taxed? I'm going to cover that in a little bit. Let's use the previous example of making $1,500 every 2 weeks for this calculation. So you'll be taxed at 17%, which will leave you $1,245, and then from that amount, you'll be contributing $300 or whatever amount that you want. As aforementioned, the pros to a traditional or Roth retirement account is that you do not pay taxes on the profit that you make while the money is within the account. The only difference is between a traditional and Roth is when you pay taxes. And for the Roth, you do not pay taxes when you withdraw the money at 59.5, as long as a couple conditions are satisfied, and they are that the money has been in the account for 5 years or longer. Let's say you're at 59.5 and you have put away $200,000. So you can withdraw money from the account without a penalty when you contributed 5 years before the retirement age of 59.5, which is 54.5. And then if you withdraw money that you put in within that 5-year gap, you have to pay a little bit of fees on it. What we have covered today is a lot more than what the average person knows about retirement and how to save towards it. But there are fine details about everything we have talked about that I encourage you to read up on. Click on the links in the description box below for helpful links. Okay, now as the last part of this video is to talk about which one is right for you, a traditional or a Roth retirement plan. The question I want you to ask yourself is, when do you want to pay taxes, now or later? And the question to focus on is, will your income be higher now or later in life when you withdraw money from your retirement account? And the choice that you decide will depend on how much taxes you have to pay. Let's go through some examples. Let's say today you make $50,000 and you anticipate when you retire, your income will increase with job promotions and moving around, and you will make $90,000. If that's for you, I recommend choosing a Roth retirement account because you'll be paying money on the $50,000 in taxes instead of the $90,000. And that's not you. Let's go through another example. Let's say you make $70,000 now and you like to retire early. So you quit your full-time job, and by the time you have to withdraw money from your retirement account, you only need $40,000 to live on. If that's you, I recommend a traditional retirement account because you have to pay taxes only on the $40,000 that you withdraw instead of the $70,000 of your full-time job income. I know this is difficult to decide, traditional or Roth, because it is hard to predict the future. Like in the stock market, regardless of how good you are, you can't predict the future. And that's why there are calculators out there that can help you decide whichever plan you choose, how much savings you can expect. And there's a link in the description box that I encourage you to click on to find out exactly which one is better for you. And the purpose I make these videos, guys, is to make the complicated financial world a little bit less complicated. And I do ask for your support. Please subscribe, like this video, and comment down below because I love to interact with you guys. And this video came from a comment, and I love to help people out. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.